Hey guys, couple of things I want to talk about today. First off is I seem to have some issues with people commenting on my videos. I've had to remove a few comments due to the fact that they have a lot of ABDL content, and I really do not want ABDL content on my videos as far as, you know, just promoting the whole ABDL thing. That's a whole nother subject, but this channel is as a refuge to people who are incontinent, where they can get advice from someone who goes through what they go through. And I don't want people posting about all the baby diapers and all that, and stuff about changing diapers on screen, all that stuff. I'm not about that right with this channel. I want this to be educational for people, where they can get advice from people and give advice even. And so please refrain from posting that type of thing on my channel. I have removed a few comments, like I said, that had content that I was not wanting on here. And, you know, after like one or two strikes, then, you know, I will start blocking these people that are posting, you know, I don't want them to post stuff like that. This is a judge-free space. But yet again, this is for incontinence and incontinence only. So, I mean, if you have advice about diapers, fine. I'm all for that. But I would prefer that you keep the ABDL comments to other sites. This is not the place for them. I finally figured out to record in my room. I was having some issues with the connection down here before, so I didn't really record the videos down here much. But my in-law type people, their bird is kind of prone to squawk a lot, as you've heard from my videos. She only does that when I turn on the webcam. If I turn on Skype or something like that. That's the only time when I'm home and doing stuff that she reacts. I don't know why. Maybe it's just because I'm talking a lot. But anyway, the only animal distractions down here are our lovely cat. Her name is Prudence, and she pretty much stays in our room 24/7 except for to eat and to do her business. You pretty much always find her on our bed. So she may be my recording buddy for a while. Topic I kind of wanted to cover today is interesting, I guess. But it came up as some of the comments on one of my other videos, and I had an idea to do this. And I kind of want to go through some of the diapers that I've used, give you a few pointers about what I like about each one, and also kind of give you a pricing, both pricing for cases and also what it comes out per diaper according to that cost of the case. Some of these I haven't tried in a long time, so I'm not going to do like a review on them. I'm just going to tell you what I like about them, what I don't necessarily, just kind of a few quick points. And so I wanted to start off with the Abena L4 from XP Medical. They are one of my favorite diapers. They're the Abena X Plus, I think is their actual name. They're one of the best diapers out there, in my opinion. I've tried a lot of high quality diapers, and they're always the one I keep coming back to. So what I like about them is how they hold up, how much they hold, their taping system, and the quality of plastic. First off, something I've found out with most diapers is they never hold as much as they say they'll hold. They do these tests in labs where they just pour water in the diaper until it starts leaking. That's not really a feasible way to gauge it, because when you're wearing a diaper, it's going to hold differently than if the diaper's just laying there getting filled with water. That's the logic of it, honestly. So first off, the Abena X Plus. I wanted to say all my pricing is based off what size diaper I use. They're usually, each brand of diaper has a different price per size, per case type thing. I based all these prices off of the size I use in them. So starting off with the Abena X Plus. The case of 36 diapers comes to $59.95 for the case. which comes out to be $1.66 a piece for the diapers. I prefer Abena for a lot of reasons. Their tapes are the ones that hold up the best. Their padding is the one that doesn't come apart as much. They don't sag real bad. And they tend to hold a pretty good amount. I have tried them with boosters. I have tried them without boosters. I've pretty much tried every form of the Abena X, or the Abena large. You know, I've tried their cloth backed, their L3s, I think it is, the Delta form, and the X Plus L4. I really, really prefer Abena, but they are a little on the expensive side for me. Actually, they're one of the cheaper ones in relation to per diaper, but I really like these as far as the quality goes. And I know a lot of people are upset because I think it is in kind of Europe, they've gone away from the plastic back and have gone fully cloth backed. As far as I know, US is staying with the plastic backed for the time being. I know there was talk about them going out of the plastic once they ran out of products, but as far as I know, they're keeping up with the plastic back here in the US. And then I guess we'll stick with the XP Medical thing for a minute. We'll go with their A+ level 4. I recently tried these. I had 2 packs of them. They actually sent me a second pack free because the first pack they sent me had probably 5 defective diapers that were pretty much unusable. So they sent me another one. And these were okay. Definitely not up to the quality of the other diapers like Abena and I don't know. I can't compare them because a lot of them that are considered quality diapers, I don't consider quality diapers. But anyway, the A+ level 4, they come in a case of 68. There's also half cases in packs, but I got the case, or I went with the case because that's usually what I get. But their case of 64 is $88.95, and it comes out to $138 per diaper. Now, pricing, yeah, that's fantastic, but I feel like with these, you're paying for what you get. You know, if you're going to pay a little more money, you're going to get a little better quality diaper. I had a lot of problems with these ones, with leaking and the tapes not working right. I did a video on them, actually, I believe. So, not really one I'm going to go with ever again, unless I'm strapped for cash, which does happen. But let's talk about a couple that Bambino sell. Bambino, most of their diapers are ABDL prints. And some people do forego the fact, don't care that they're ABDL prints because they do have some good diapers. They have 3 of their brand diapers. They have the Bianco, the Classico, and the Bellissimo. I have tried all 3. I do not like the Bianco at all. They held, I think I got maybe 1-2 wettings and it started leaking already. And they're very loud. That's a kind of a thing with the ABDL diapers, is they're loud. The Classico is pretty much the same as the Bianco. It's just got the Classico has a print on it and the Bianco is blank. It's just white. They pretty much have the same performance. For me, my bladder tends to go a lot at once. I mean, there's been times where I go about 800 milliliters at once. Other times where I go 200 to 300 at once. So I have to have a diaper that will hold up to at least 2 to 3 of those big wettings. And Classico and Bianco do not do that for me. They feel good. They're comfortable. They really are until they're wet. And then they're supposed to swell a lot, but they don't. I find they just clump up. They bind up in the middle between the legs, and I feel they just don't hold like they're supposed to. And onto the Bellissimo diaper, or I'm sorry, the Classico and the Bianco. They come in cases of 48. Pretty much all Bambinos come in a case of 48. The Classico and Bianco are the same price. They're $76.75 for 48 diapers, and those come out to about $159 per diaper, which isn't a bad price, I guess, all in all. But for the way they work for me personally, it's not worth it to me. Now onto the Bellissimo diaper. Those are definitely different than the other two. They're thicker. They have more padding surface to them. They hold more, which hikes up the cost a lot. Actually, I did like the way those diapers performed. They did hold a lot. Not quite as much as I'd like them to hold, but they did hold up well to what I put them through. I'm really hard on my diapers. You wouldn't believe it. But those definitely are really great. It would be kind of nice if that particular diaper came in a white print so that you didn't have to have the baby print, because they are a great diaper. They really are totally different than the other two. Oh, and the one I forgot to mention also was the Teddy diaper from Bambino. I forgot to look up the stats for those as far as like pricing and all that, but they're very similar to the Classico and the Bianco. The Bianco, maybe I'm thinking the Teddy and the Bianco are the same and the Classico is different. I don't know. But those three are not really my favorite. But the Bellissimo diaper comes in a case of 48, and they're $95.04, and they come out to about almost $2 a diaper, but they're actually $1.98 per diaper. So those are really expensive. It's really hard to justify buying those because you're spending $100 for 48 diapers. I mean, even if you went through one a day, that's a little over a month. And me, I go through like 4 or 5 a day, depending on what I wear, so those aren't really feasible for me to wear. Now, granted, if I wore those consistently, maybe I would get it down to about 3. But it's still really hard for me on a fixed disability income to splurge and get those, even though they do work well. I have a hard time paying that amount of money for a diaper. One other one I've tried, but it's been a long time, and I haven't continuously tried these. I bought a case of them almost over a year ago, and wasn't really fond of them. Was the Tenna Slip Maxi. These ones I found, the tapes were a big problem. They did have the landing zone and stuff like that on them, but their tapes were really narrow. And for someone who's a little heavier like I am, it doesn't really work. They didn't stay up. They didn't stay taped. And they also didn't really hold much. I know everybody says they do. The European ones are supposed to hold a lot. But for some reason, I just have trouble getting a diaper to actually hold what they say it will hold and to last as long as they say it'll last. I know a lot of people like the Tenna Slip Maxi, but personally for me, it's not really one I really want to try again. I do this every time. I always get curious and then I try them again, but right now I don't think I really will spend the money on the Tenna Slip Maxi because of the pricing that it is per case. You get a case of 72, and I think one of the only places you can really get these is Bambino, and maybe XP Medical might have them. I'm not sure exactly where to get those. It's been ages since I got them. But the Tenna Slip Maxi comes in a case of 72 for $118.95. That does come out to right around the same price as the Abena X Plus, which is the Tenna Slip Maxi come out to $165, and the Abenas are $166 per diaper. So really, they're right at the same level. But I have a hard time spending that big of a chunk of money at a time on diapers. So the Tenna, I haven't really gotten the chance to try again. One that I wanted to bring this one up because this is the one I'm using right now because of my budget. I have really limited budget, and these tend to, for the price they go fairly far, and they seem to work out okay. They're certainly not my favorite at all, but they work for now, and they're better than what I was getting through Medicaid. So I use the Tranquility ATN. They're a pretty decent diaper. They say they'll hold up to, like, I don't know, 8 quarts, not 8 quarts, 8 cups, I don't know. They say they'll hold a lot. They don't hold as much as they say they will. They say you can only 3 for a 24-hour period. That's not really the case, unless I purposely don't hydrate myself enough. Then I can make them last that long. But then if you make them last that long, they smell terrible. They do have a peach pad in them that they call the odor neutralizing, pH neutralizing thing. I do find that the pH balancing thing actually does kind of work. Not like foolproof 100% type thing, but for urine, it definitely is less irritating. And also, the tapes work pretty well. They have a little bit of an issue after you undo them a couple of times. They have the leak guards and all that, and so they work fairly well for the pricing and the quality that they are. Now, the place where I get these diapers, and these have the best deal around, I've researched pretty much every site that sells the Tranquility, and DignityWithDiapers.com is where I get these. They have cases of 96. The largest come out to $87.95, and that comes out to 91 cents per diaper. And I believe if you buy a case, they have free shipping. I'm not 100% sure on that, but these are good for budget, people on a budget. They are cheap. Yeah, you spend about $87 for once, but they last for a while. Usually I go through about 4, maybe 5 a day if I'm really, really wet and wanting to change more often. But those are kind of the top diapers that I've found. There's a few more, I'm sure. I just haven't really gotten my list together. But I really, really want to try some cloth diapers I found on squishytushy.com. I really want to try those when I can. But for now, I guess that's, kind of the top. I don't know, I lost count of how many there were. But kind of a basic on the pricing and the quality of each one. So I hope you guys enjoy this, and I will see you next time.